Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me it's a real thrill to be here.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. So straight into the action. Now it's Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. And another try! They've scored!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pirlo. Here's Nedved. And it's Varane. Lahm. That's Maldini. And it's Pirlo. And it's Nedved. Lobbed in behind. He's onside. Hangs in across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nesta. More and more pressure on the ball here. Antonetti. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Seedorf. Nedved. Pirlo. There he goes, motoring forward. And this is Nedved. Played in. And he's in on goal. He's chosen to go back. Marcelo. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Pirlo. Can he finish? Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And yes, it's him again. Uganda are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Pele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we have our very first corner. Brilliantly cut out. That's put paid to the danger. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rafael Varane. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pirlo. Referee's given a throw. Nesta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gullit receives it in a good position here. Forced to go back. Shapes to shoot! Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That pass has been well intercepted. Lahm makes the interception. Pirlo. Ibrahimovic stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gullit. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Seedorf. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare all'iniziativa per uno stadio migliore.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Lahm. Out towards the flank. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Lahm. Aimed at the far side. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Neymar is flagged offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Gullit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Space for him to turn and look. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Pirlo. And it's Marcelo. Nedved looking to add to his goal. Neymar. Gullit. Seedorf. And here's Romario. And this is Neymar. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's being shifted off it. Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved. Lahm plays... Oh, good effort! Goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. No way through, so... Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. And it's Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats, the curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. We're up and running then. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
Oh, nice touch. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Pele. Pele! In he goes again! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Pele. Now it's Hullet. Neymar. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And he's stuck it away. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That is good alertness. Takes a towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Eto'o, looking for a runner. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's neat. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Marcelo. Rafael Varane. And it's Pirlo. Here's Nedved. And that is a little undercooked. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Pele. Eto'o. And the ball is out of play. He's not got that quite right. That's a throw. Maldini. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Ibrahimovic. Marcelo gets into a good position. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's Nedved. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Hoisted it, getting up there! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nedved. There he goes. Nedved! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Pirlo. Nice sequence of passes, this. Nedved. And this is Nedved. Pull it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, sweet feet. Pull it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Brazil will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And that's the second half started. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a terrific run. Incoming delivery. Maldini gets it away. Marcelo. There's the crossfield ball. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. And this is Nedved. Uganda with the corner, they're first. He's being urged to shoot. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar receives it in a wide position. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he cuts out the supply.
The attendance for this
It's
match was
Nedved.
71,000.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's good running with the ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Shot could be on. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Lahm picks it up out wide. Pirlo. Yaya Toure. And he's had it nicked away. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Pelé. Pelé, who does have an assist to his name. Here come Brazil on the counter. He's under a lot of pressure there. And this is Neymar. Decent chance!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Substitution for Uganda. Number 17, Varane. Number 19, Pirlo. Number 8, Nedved. Number 12, Marcelo. Number 13, Ibrahimovic. Number 6, Pele. Coming on the field,
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
number 16,
Uganda are looking to go forward now.
Number 5, Bellingham. Number 2,
Nesta cuts out the pass.
Number 11, Gullit.
Brazil
Number 10,
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Schneider. And this is Romario. Plenty to aim at here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, there's the clearance.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Lahm. Now it's Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. Roberto, and a header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. Lahm has it in a wide position. And this is Roberto Carlos. Shoots! Uganda now on the verge of victory. Save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming...
And Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Forced to go back. Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That has been knocked clear. Ball is over the line. It's a good run down the right, and this is Schneider. Oh, what has happened here? Uganda clearly now in. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Czech making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Rijkaard. Van Basten does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe! Oh, he's bustling through here! Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Mbappe! Tottenham have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ball has bounced loose now. Schneider gets into a good position. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's come loose. And that's definitely not his best. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Schneider. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Neymar pinches it off him. That'll be a throw-in. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mbappe with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Guardiola. Saliba cuts out the pass. Rooney. Neymar. Shot could be on. And this is Schneider. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
This is the time you need that pace.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's a sharp little ball here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Balls. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bullet. Played with finesse. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And he plays one through. And this is Schneider. Now the ball in.
That's good defensive concentration. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Van Basten. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. In with the challenge, and it's Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Maldini. Seedorf. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well read, nice interception. Gullit might just make this. Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? So no flag here. Looking for options for movement. Maldini can get it clear. And he's got his cross in. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Gullit. Now who's going to be first to this? And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So right back into the action. So the first half brought no goals. Schneider. And here's Van Basten. He has a look up. That's an excellent interception. Rijkaard. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Rooney. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Pelé. Tries a shot! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. This is a promising build-up. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a threatening ball.
Tottenham really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's been caught. Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Camisa 11. Neymar. Camisa 8. Camisa 9. Camisa 10.
Oh, good fly! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vieira really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Camisa 99. Camisa 7.
Tottenham get their fourth corner. And a chance! And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Tottenham restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Tottenham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. The cross. That's a decent clearance. He's having a pop! And no mistake. And the comeback is complete. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Tottenham with Romario! It's loose now and they... Oh, what has happened here? Xavi. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Stood up well to him there. Aims beyond the defence. Cruyff going after that. Maldini makes the interception. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pele.
Teremos 3
Yeah.
minutos de acréscimo.
Pele making a dash for it. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's managed to get free. Flashes it across. It is close, but that is the last of it. Brazil illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's forced to go back. And it's Rijkaard for Nesta. Seedorf. Nicely weighted ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Oh, this is a great position. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving on and making good progress. Great ball, and he's in, and Messi! That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely shaped ball. Hazard, a player who needs no introduction. Brazil, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Brilliantly cut out. Hazard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Nesta. And that has left him in a heap. Pelé. And here's Hullet. Chance! Goal! Brazil! And we have liftoff! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé supplying the width on this right-hand side. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Del Piero. And here's Hazard. And this is Del Piero. And this is Pelé. Maldini. Oh, good read. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is just caressing the ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? And this shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Spread it left. He's had a decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Messi goes short. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Brazil just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Brazil can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And this is Eto'o. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Can he finish? It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tries one from range. Superb from Best.
Well, what